warm welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Hishain Ali and let's have a look at the headlines first. Government stance on MCC agreement remains unchanged. Cabinet spokesman stresses. Marketing tax on exported tea temporarily suspended. News in detail. The Cabinet has decided promotion and marketing tax of 3 rupees and 50 cents charged on 1 kilogram of exported tea from tea exporters for a period of 6 months. This was announced by the Minister of Plantation Industries and Export Agriculture, Dr. Ramesh Patrana, addressing the weekly Cabinet press conference held at the Department of Government Information in Colombo today. Accordingly, Sri Lanka has suspended an export tax on tea for 6 months to assist the tea sector as it recovers from coronavirus crisis. The relevant proposal has been forwarded by the Minister of Plantation Industries and Export Agriculture, Dr. Ramesh Patrana. In the meantime, Sri Lanka's tea exports in the first 5 months of this year has dropped to 100.4 million kilos, the lowest in a decade, down 17% from the corresponding period of last year. Asia Commodities said a sharp drop in tea production during the period of January to April was reported when only 73 million kilos were produced, and that too the lowest since 1993, and the postponement of auctions in March and the extended shutdown due to COVID-19 were the reasons for the poor export performance. However, Minister Patrana said that the 137-year-old Colombo tea auction, which was held online through the internet recently, has opened many export opportunities. Minister said that Sri Lanka's highest tea prices were recorded in May and temporarily lifted the tax to encourage exporters. Minister also said that steps would be taken to change the nomenclature of waste tea in the future. Moreover, Cabinet has approved $1 billion mixed development tower block project in Colombo Port City. Czech Port City Colombo Private Limited has submitted a proposal to the Sri Lanka Board of Investment to implement a mixed development project comprised of 5 pillars in an area of 6.8 hectares out of the extent of land proposed to be given on lease. The project of $1 billion is proposed to be implemented in 2 phases, comprised of the first phase for $400 million, whereas the second phase was $600 million. The Cabinet of Ministers approved the proposal furnished by the Minister of Industrial Exports and Investment Promotion, Prasanna Ranatunga, for the publication of relevant gazette notifications under the Strategic Development Project Act. Subject to the approval of the Cabinet of Ministers, Milko Private Limited has been awarded the contract of supplying milk powder required for the manufacturing of Triposha from the year 2014 to 2019 with the objective of strengthening the economy of the local milk farmers. Therefore, considering the proposal tabled by the Minister of Health and Indigenous Medical Services, Pavitra Vanyarachi, for the procurement of 720 metric tons of full cream milk powder required for the production of Triposha for the year 2020 and 2021 for Sri Lanka Triposha Private Limited, the Cabinet of Ministers gave its consent to procure the said amount of milk powder from Milko Private Limited itself. Government Information Department announces that the government's stance on the MCC agreement remains same and nothing has been changed on it. Statement to the media signed by Director General of Government Information Department, Nalaka Kaluwewa, stresses that the government has not taken a decision to sign the MCC agreement. Some newspaper articles published last few days reported that a decision on the Millennium Challenge Corporation agreement will be taken after the parliamentary election in August. Those articles also said that the said announcement came from the US Ambassador to Sri Lanka, Elena B. Teplitz. However, in February, the Cabinet had decided that Sri Lanka will not sign the $480 million MCC agreement in its current form. Cabinet spokesman Bandula Gunawardena also then said that a committee appointed by the government to review the agreement had submitted its recommendations, which was presented to the Cabinet and decided not to sign it in its current form. During the above said interview, the US Ambassador to Sri Lanka last week had also highlighted that the MCC grant focuses on transportation and land administration, and it is a fixed-term grant for 5 years to execute the projects, and it doesn't have a life beyond that time frame. However, when Minister Bandula Gunawardena was questioned over the matter today, he said that some media reports has misquoted the ambassador's reply, which she had given to a journalist at an online session.
මේ පිළිබඳ ඇතිවෙලා තිබෙන සිද්ධිය පිළිබඳ වාර්තාවක් අපිට ලබා දීලා තිබෙනවා. ඇමරිකානු තානාපතිනිය සමග මෑතකදී සිදු කරන ලද සම්මුඛ සාකච්ඡාවකදී MCC සම්බන්ධයෙන් මාධ්‍යවේදියෙක් විසින් ප්‍රශ්නයක් යොමු කරලා තියෙනවා. එහිදී ඇමරිකානු තානාපතිවරිය විසින් කියලා තියෙන්නේ මෙහෙමයි. රටේ දැනට පවත්නා COVID-19 තත්වයට මුහුණ දීමත් මැතිවරණ කටයුතු සිදු කිරීමත් වර්තමානයේදී මූලිකත්වයේලා සලකන බව ප්‍රකාශ කළා තියෙනවා. MCC ගිවිසුම ගැන වචනයක්වත් කියලා නැහැ. She responded saying that the country's priorities now are election and responding to the COVID-19 crisis. ඒක තමයි කියලා තියෙන්නේ.
Stay tuned for more news right after this commercial break. Welcome back after the break. Civil Aviation Authority of Sri Lanka stresses that given the COVID-19 situation in the country, passengers will be received in 3 stages at the Bandaranaike International Airport upon the resumption of its services for tourists in August. Chairman of Civil Aviation Authority of Sri Lanka, retired Major General G.A. Chandrasiri, clarified on the process addressing a media briefing held in Colombo yesterday.
We are giving our full support to make sure that the tourism part is fully implemented as far as our airport is concerned. In Bandaranaike International Airport, we are having a separate plan for the COVID scenario where we receive the passengers in 3 stages. Stage 1 is before they come to Sri Lanka, what the airline does and to make sure that they come with the PCR test and with the certificate. Once they land here, there's another PCR test conducted by us, and after that we are planning in future after 1st of August. If we have more tourists coming here, or more flights come in here, it's necessary for us to have a different plan where we keep all the tourists at different locations, maybe for about 5 hours, maybe flight-wise we have to think about it and work out a plan to keep them and do the PCR test, and after that to release them as per the guidelines given by the tourist board. Then the 3rd stage will be done in according to a different plan.
Speaking further, Chairman of Civil Aviation Authority of Sri Lanka, G.A. Chandrasiri, briefed the media about the future developments of the airports in Sri Lanka. He also explained how Mattala Rajapaksa International Airport will be used as a cargo hub in near future.
Not only Bandaranaike International Airport, even Mattala Rajapaksa International Airport, we are planning to make use of it for future for this tourism requirement. And we are working on different plans here, and even for Ratmalana we have a different plan. We are thinking of having Mattala as a cargo hub for future, and we are discussing with airlines now. And for Ratmalana we are thinking of getting more jet airlines to come there, private airlines to operate. We are working on that plan as well. In BIA, we exclusively develop it for future with a major plan. You may be aware that Terminal 2 building, the next building is coming up. We have already had the agreement. Because of the COVID situation, we had to stop it for about 2 months. Maybe within the next 2 months, we are starting this. And we are going to go ahead with that plan and to make sure within the next 3 years, we have a state-of-the-art, good facility, a new airport, new terminal building. And we are also planning to develop the present terminal building with state-of-the-art facilities, especially the e-gates and various other requirements. We are working with immigration on that purpose as well.
Stay tuned for the stock updates. Welcome back after the break. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The all-share price index gained 18.74 points to close at 4,976.98, and the S&P SL20 gained 19.40 points to close at 2,140.51. The turnover was 1.2 billion rupees and over 37 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. And that's all news for today. See you tomorrow with State of Business. Until then, take care. Good night.